If you look at it in the details, it's actually not a major breakthrough. Don't forget that this was one of Emmanuel Macron's major campaign promises last year. And if you read the document, it's actually quite modest. It's all very vague. And of course, that's intentional, because the most basic issue, where is the money going to come from for this so-called Eurozone budget? Well, this question is not answered. There are some proposals. They mentioned, for instance, using part of the existing EU budget. There could be a financial transaction tax. There could also be a tax for companies like Google, Amazon, or Facebook. But most importantly, the devil is in the detail, because there's also mention of just two words, but I think they're very important: without transfers. Now, this is a technical term. I'm quite sure this is in it because of the Germans insisted on these terms. It basically means that the European member states are not allowed to give money to other European member states to help them when they're in financial trouble. So it's actually not a real Eurozone budget. It's just a common basket of money that already exists. And then most importantly, yesterday's proposals are called the French-German roadmap. But let's not forget that at this very moment, the European Union counts 26 other member states, and many of them are fiercely opposed to a common European budget. Probably the most important resistant is Mark Rutte, the Dutch Prime Minister. He is leading a sort of revolt of Northern and Eastern European countries, sometimes nicknamed Mark Rutte and the Seven Dwarfs. But he is very important in the resistance against this Eurozone budget. So the two leaders will have a lot of work in the next couple of months, maybe even years, to convince the other partners. But most importantly, the two leaders can go back to their capitals today and say to their voters that the agreement is a breakthrough and that the summit was a success.